Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are taking you into some really intense recent global security reports.
Right, reports that detail a massive paradigm shift in modern warfare between Russia and Ukraine.
It's a true shift. And our mission today is to unpack how a really harsh tactical change basically triggered this massive, multi-layered counteroffensive.
One that completely shattered some very long-standing geopolitical illusions. But before we get into it, a quick disclaimer.
Oh, good call. These sources contain highly politically charged military content. We want to be clear that we are strictly and impartially reporting the facts here.
Yeah, we are not taking sides or endorsing any viewpoints today. We're just looking at the ideas contained in the original source material.
Exactly, just the fact. Oh, and right up top, kanalımıza lütfen abone olun. Anyway, let's look at the catalyst.
So the catalyst here is a very disturbing tactical doctrine. The reports show Russia heavily relying on FPV drones.
Those are the first-person view drones?
Right. And they began using these for systematic strikes against non-combatants on ordinary highways.
Way behind the active lines.
10 to 20 kilometers behind the front lines. There is a really glaring example from February 17th.
In Sloviansk.
Yes, a civilian transport carrying energy workers was just struck directly from the sky. It represents a highly calculated strategy of civilian dehumanization.
It is incredibly harsh, but the tactical brilliance of the retaliation is just amazing to see. Elemdeki Verilergere, Ukraine's 81st Brigade, responded with unbelievable precision.
They leveraged NATO-supported signal intelligence.
Yeah, they used that signal intel to track those drone operators right back to a massive military installation in the Kursk region.
And completely leveled it.
Vaporized it. I mean, they took out 10,000 drones and 10 heavy transport vehicles in one deep strike.
Which naturally left their frontline commanders completely blind.
Exactly. The intercepted battlefield communications from that are wild. You've got these frantic Russian commanders basically begging over the radio for mysterious boxes.
They had no idea what supplies they were even getting. Total operational darkness.
Right. By the way, video you BMA, yorum yapmayı ve abone olmayı unutmayın. And kanalımıza lütfen abone olun. So while the front lines were begging for boxes, Ukraine hit their secondary target.
Rubicon. This wasn't just the standard base. It was Moscow's main hub for unconventional high-tech tactics.
Run directly by Defense Minister Andrei Belousov.
Right, and it housed 5,000 highly specialized fighters. But while Ukraine heavily devastated that tech lab, they were also running a massive defensive operation.
The 4,000-kilometer Iron Curtain.
A sprawling network of physical and electronic anti-drone nets designed specifically to protect Ukrainian logistics and energy facilities.
Which secured their supply lines so well that the 82nd and 95th Brigades had the cover to launch a lightning-fast counteroffensive,
reclaiming 300 square kilometers of territory.
It really exposed how brittle the defensive lines were, but the real shock was in the air power.
This is where we see the actual paradigm shift. Ukraine's F-16s and the French-made Mirage 2005F jets.
They operated like ghosts. They bypassed Russia's S-400 radars like they weren't even there.
And the S-400 is widely considered their premier, impenetrable surface-to-air missile shield.
But legacy radar is effectively blind to modern aerial integration. It rendered a multi-million-dollar defense system instantly obsolete.
And it paralyzed Russia's 800 aircraft fleet, leaving their infantry essentially abandoned on the ground without close air support.
The psychological shockwave was huge. The sources highlight furious Russian military bloggers having absolute meltdowns online.
Maxim Klepikov was brutal.
He openly mocked the Russian Air Force. He even called the Kremlin propagandist fighter bomber a chicken bomber.
When you zoom out, the economic and geopolitical collapse here is profound. Losing 15,000 drones is a massive sunk cost for a sanctioned economy.
Especially since they are built with smuggled parts.
Exactly. Smuggled Western microchips, Chinese batteries, Taiwanese sensors. Replacing them means paying massive black market premiums.
But the ultimate casualty was geopolitical. Russia's famous nuclear red line bluff regarding the delivery of F-16s proved entirely empty.
The ultimate bluff called.
Kanalımıza lütfen abone olun. So I want to leave you with this final thought. If supposedly impenetrable air umbrellas and nuclear red lines were exposed as mere illusions, what other global superpowers are currently operating on pure bluff, just waiting to be exposed by their own chicken bomber moment?